Just focus on your journey, your hair. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shamoya. If this is your first time here, if you're returning, thank you for your continued support. In today's video, I will be talking about my natural hair journey. It's been 3 years since I decided to go natural. So I wanted to have a designated video updating you guys on the journey to where I am now. So I wanted to just chit chat with you guys and talk about my natural hair journey. I did not film a video back when I first started, so I figured for a lot of you that are subscribed to my channel, you probably don't know how I got to this point, how long I've been natural, stuff like that. So I wanted to do a video. It's like a looking back at the journey, but also talking about moving forward in the journey. So in this video, I'll be talking about how I went natural, just the process of going natural and everything that I've learned, all the lessons, all the good, the bad, the ups and the downs. We're just going to talk about a little bit of everything. So if you want to hear more about my natural hair journey, how I got to this point, make sure you stay tuned to this video. And yeah, let's dive right into this video. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is how I decided to go natural. So I decided to go natural in 2017. It was about June, July when I started thinking about going natural. I've had a relaxer since I was probably 13 or 14 years old. Like most of us, having a relaxer was just the easy way to go. You can get up and go. It was just easier to style and not having to worry so much about your natural hair. So that was the reason I had a relaxer. I know some people think you have a relaxer because you don't like your natural hair, but it's not the case. Back then you just wanted something that was kind of much easier to manage and to deal with. So a few years before going natural, I was actually doing my relaxer myself. Did not really have a wash day routine or anything. I remember using, what was that? So I used to use the olive oil relaxer and use their conditioner and stuff as well, but I didn't have a routine, that's the main thing, and my hair started to break off. So I actually had really nice hair back then, but I stopped taking care of it and it started to be damaged and brittle, and I just, in 2017, I was done. I was ready to just start over and get rid of that relaxer. So first thing I did, and I've mentioned some of these things before in my, I think it was my frequently asked questions video, and I will link it up here. And I did some research. I kind of see what going natural would entail because I knew it would be a lot of work. So I wanted to kind of prepare myself and do some research and see if I still wanted to do it. So I watched a bunch of videos, kind of got the basics of what it would take and trying to decide whether I wanted to big chop or transition. So for those of you who don't know what a big chop is, you basically cut everything off and start from scratch. Bald, low, scratch. That is like the quick way to kind of get rid of everything and start fresh. But for some people like me, you're a little bit scared of what you're gonna look like and how, you know, just being scared of cutting it all off at once. So I wanted to transition for as long as I could. I know that a lot of people try to transition for at least 2 years, but I did not make it that far. But it's okay. I did it for approximately 9 months. And yeah, after doing everything and watching a few videos, I decided to go out and get the basic stuff that I thought I needed. July of 2017, I had my last relaxer. So from there, I started transitioning. I don't have a lot of pictures from when I was transitioning. I feel like when you're transitioning, you're a little bit like, I don't want to say insecure, but you're a little bit conscious of how your hair looks because you start to deal with 2 different textures. So you're dealing with the new growth coming in and it's curly and thick and kinky, and then you're dealing with the brittle, long relaxer that's trying to grow out. So dealing with those 2 textures, you're a little bit nervous and scared to like wear your natural hair or wear your hair like that. I started using a lot of perm rods, flexi rods, and a lot of protective styles. For those first few months, I was doing crochet in my hair very often. I learned how to do the braidless crochet because I can't really braid. So I would do the braidless crochet. I made a wig. I made a wig that I was wearing as well. But yeah, those were kind of my go-to. Yeah, if you are transitioning, if you're at the beginning of that journey, try to take a lot of pictures a lot before so you can go back and really see the journey, because you'll be amazed at just how far you go from making the decision to going natural to when you're fully natural and a couple years in. So yeah, don't be like me. Take a lot of pictures, take a lot of videos. It's actually shocking because, you know, I love to take pictures, but like I said, going through that period, you just don't feel like it. And yeah, so I think I basically addressed the ups and downs. The main thing is dealing with those two textures, trying to get your hair to blend, to look okay, to look presentable. That was the main struggle in the beginning. Like, I enjoyed my wash day because it just felt like self-care, like taking a full day and just going through the process. So don't think of it as too much work, just think of it as self-care and enjoy the 3 hours, 4 hours that you spend washing and deep conditioning and styling your natural hair. So yeah, that was the only up and down I would say in the first few months. Going natural is basically a full-time job. You try not to think about it that way, but it takes a lot of maintenance. It takes being consistent. Yeah, so that was a lot, but like I said, try to enjoy the process. Don't think of it that way and you'll be fine. So as the months went on, 6 months went on, 7 months, I noticed I was getting a little frustrated because, like I said, it's growing out. And yeah, the relaxers are just hanging on. So after like 6-7 months, I was starting to get frustrated. And yeah, you have to have a lot of patience. You have to have a lot of patience with the journey. And yeah, my patience started to like get a little thin, gets a little long, and I was starting to question, can I even continue on that journey? But I'm glad I didn't quit. But after 9 months, I decided to just go ahead. Like, I was literally in the middle of a wash day and decided to just cut off the rest of the relaxer. Wasn't planned or nothing. I was just literally washing it and just getting frustrated with those little pieces hanging on and just cut it myself. So once I cut it off, and I will insert pictures, I was happy that I cut it off, but then at the same time I was like, okay, I felt like I didn't have like a shape or anything to go with it. So it was kind of difficult trying to decide what styles to wear, what to do with it, because it's at that short stage. It was pretty short. So it was kind of like my go-to was literally like a headband and go. And yeah, I was not very happy with the way, like, I wasn't happy with how it looked at that moment, but I was happy that I got rid of the rest of the relaxer and stuff like that. And I wore it like that for a little bit, and then I decided to actually find a salon and go to so they can shape it up and just make it look a little bit better. Because when you cut it, it was not, when I cut it, it was not even or anything. I just kind of cut off the relaxer. So I wanted to find a salon that would be able to shape it up some and get rid of the rest of ends that I did not cut off. So I found a salon in Vegas, Miss Darby Heritage. Really good salon. If you're in the Vegas area, I highly recommend it for your natural hair. They're really good. So I went in and I explained to her what I did and everything, and she gave me, you know, she shaped it up, cut off all those loose ends and stuff like that. And yeah, she did a wash and go on me, pretty similar to this, but my hair was pretty short back then. But that's when I started to like light my hair for the shape and stuff like that. And yeah, for some reason I started looking up like tapered cut and trying to find a better shape. Even though I was happy with the way it looked, I wanted something a little bit more trendy and just look a little bit better. She's an influencer also, and she had the cutest tapered cut, and I was like, okay, I want to get something similar. So I ended up going to my husband's barber and having her shave the back and give me like a little line and shave the sides. And I still had a decent amount up top, but I was so scared. Like, I didn't know how it was gonna look. But let me tell you, that shape was everything for me. That is when I really started to love how my hair looked and how the natural hair looked on me. That tapered cut gave me a newfound confidence. Yeah, I was definitely feeling myself after I got that tapered cut. I just felt liberated. I felt like, yeah, she has arrived. She's here, and I will insert a couple pictures. You can tell like I went from no pictures to just taking pictures with that taper cut. So I absolutely loved my taper cut. Remain consistent, kept my routine, just keep exploring and trying flat twists, twist outs, wash and goes. Like that year was all about the wash and go. With the taper cut, I did nothing but wash and goes. And yeah, I loved that part of the journey, because you're gonna have ups and downs where you don't enjoy certain stages, but just keep on moving through it and you will find rewarding. You'll find it rewarding by the time you get to where I'm at right now. So now going into 2019, I decided I wanted to try more brands, more products out there, like more Mael products. I finally bought Main Choice in 2019. What else did I buy? Curls. Yeah, that was the year of me just trying all these brands. I just feel like there's so many products out there, and I know a lot of people get stuck on one product. Like, I mean, if something works for you, I get it, just keep using it. But there's also so many good products out there, black owned products made by people like us for us, and that's a big deal. So I wanted to try a lot of products and just kind of experiment with them. The only thing I would say is, while you're going through that stage of trying new products, try to keep a log of the products you're using. Just try to have like a little journal, jot it down in the book, products that mix well together, stuff you like, stuff you don't like, and stuff you'll use again. Just keep a journal of those products you're using and what works, because like I said, there's so many products out there. And there's times when I'm like trying to remember, did I get a lot of moisture from this product? Do I like this product? Did it pair well with this gel? So yeah, you want to keep a log of your products. Don't be like me. Every time I say I'm going to start a new log, I never do. I try to remember what works together. But yeah, that's the tip. Keep a journal. Write everything down just to keep track of everything. If you're a product junkie like me, because yeah, I want to try everything. In terms of lessons learned, I think the main lessons that I learned was just being patient. Like I said, don't think of it as a job, think of it as just self-care. Get regular trims. I don't get the regular trims I'm supposed to get, but if you're able to learn how to give yourself regular trims yourself, or if you're able to get it done by someone, try to get regular trims, because those trims will promote growth. Like, it just makes your hair healthier, and yeah, avoid split ends and stuff like that. One other thing I did learn is that everybody's hair do not work or grow the same way. You have to learn that, because there's people who's gonna start transitioning after you and speed right past you. There's people who's gonna do a big chop and you didn't, and they grow faster than you. But your hair growth depends on your genetics, so you can't really change that. You can do the stuff to promote growth, but certain things will always be unique to you. So I had to get to the point where I'm like, you can't look at other people and be like, oh, why is theirs growing faster than mine? Just focus on your journey, your hair, and don't even try to compare to anyone else. Like, you can get tips, you can try stuff, but don't beat yourself up because you're not where someone else is in their hair journey. And a matter of fact, that relates to life. Don't compare yourself to other people. So I had to learn that, I had to accept that, and once you do that, you'll just feel better about your journey. So yeah guys, as it relates to goals moving forward, I just want to keep practicing healthy habits. You're always learning. That's the thing about the natural hair journey. You're always learning. Nothing is wrong with trying new techniques, new products, new stuff. So I've actually been looking at videos and wanting to change the way I moisturize and moisturize more during the week and stuff like that, because usually after like 3-4 days my hair does get dry. So that is kind of what I will be working on for the next few months, especially going into winter. It's gonna be cold, it's gonna be dry, so I want to make sure I'm doing as much as I can to give my hair enough moisture. And yeah, and another thing is just like embracing it for what it is. Like, you're gonna have bad styles, you're gonna have styles that you do that maybe you took it down too quick and it wasn't dry all the way and you got some frizz, or you tried your first rod set and stuff and it didn't come out perfect, but embrace it. Having natural hair is so like flexible, like depending on what style I want, depending on what curl pattern I want to show up. I love the fact that we can change that in terms of not the curl pattern, but you know what I mean, like you can do a twist out, it's gonna look different from a braid out, from a flat twist. And yeah, I just love the flexibility that I have. And yeah, I'm just learning to just embrace it for what it is, because my routine has definitely changed. I used to do a lot, like I said, I used to do a lot of wash and goes when I had the taper cut, but now I'm more into the braid outs. I went from twist outs to braid outs, so as soon as I wash this out, I'm probably going right back to a braid out. But your routine will change, your technique will change, but just see what works and then you can try to perfect that. And if certain things doesn't work for you, then that's okay too. Just try something different. So I think that is everything as it relates to my journey from the big chop to just to where I am now. As you can see, the shrinkage is real. Let's see if I can show you guys a little length check. I don't want to like ruin my curls, and I just got a trim, so it definitely shorter than what it was. So right now the front reaches probably here. Before it was passing my mouth, so I cut a decent amount off. In the back, let's see. So yeah, that's pretty much the length right now. I'm gonna insert one of my clips from the last video I did, like when I'm in the shower and it's all stretched out. It's growing, it's doing its thing, because when you think about from the time I shaved the back to now, that was 2 years ago. So I think it's doing great. It feels great, it feels healthy. So yeah. Alright guys, so that is it for this video. That is my 3-year natural hair journey update. Hope you guys enjoyed hanging with me, enjoyed seeing my journey and how I got to this point. Make sure you're subscribed so you can see my journey moving forward, things I will be trying and doing, and wash day routines and just natural hair related content. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.